Imagine this. You're standing in your backyard with a shovel, and you decide you're going to dig a hole straight down, like all the way through the Earth. Just for fun. A tunnel from your side of the planet to the exact opposite side. You dig and dig and dig until you break through to the other end. Easy, right? Well, not exactly. First, there's the small matter of the mantle. The 3,000 kilometers of hot, pressurized, semi-solid rock beneath the Earth's crust. That's like trying to dig through a swimming pool made of burning peanut butter. And then there's the outer core, a layer of molten iron and nickel that's roughly as hot as the surface of the sun. Your shovel won't last long. Actually, you won't either. But okay, let's say hypothetically you have some sort of ultra mega future drill that laughs in the face of molten metal. You've got magic tech that can handle crushing pressures, temperatures over 5,000 degrees Celsius, and a rotating planet that really doesn't want to be punctured like a cosmic juice box. Cool. Let's keep going. As you drill deeper, gravity starts doing weird things. Near the surface, gravity pulls you toward the center of the Earth. But once you pass the halfway mark, things get funky. Gravity is now trying to pull you back toward the center again, but from the other direction. Basically, gravity always pulls you toward the center, no matter which side of the tunnel you're on. So, the very middle of the tunnel becomes a kind of gravity neutral zone, a floating point of perfect balance. It's like the ultimate hammock for science nerds. Now, here comes the fun part. What if you actually jumped into the tunnel? Assuming there's no air resistance and you're protected from the heat and pressure, and, death, you would start falling. Fast. You'd accelerate as gravity pulls you toward the center of the Earth. After about 21 minutes, you'd reach maximum speed, roughly 28,000 kilometers per hour, as you shoot past the center. Then, like a roller coaster without brakes, you'd start slowing down as gravity pulls you back toward the center from the other side. Eventually, you'd come to a stop just as your head pops out on the opposite side of the planet. You'd hover for a second, then fall all the way back, and then repeat. Forever. You'd be stuck in a never-ending Earth tunnel bungee jump. Science calls this a simple harmonic oscillator. We call it really bad travel planning. Now let's ruin the magic a bit. In real life, there's no such thing as zero air resistance. If you drilled an actual tunnel, Earth's atmosphere would rush in and fill the whole thing with air. That's great for breathing, bad for falling. You'd start falling fast, sure, but the air would slow you down quickly. Instead of zipping through the planet in 42 minutes, you'd stall somewhere in the middle. Stuck. Floating. Forever. Without Wi-Fi. And remember, that air you're falling through, it's getting hotter the deeper you go, like hot enough to turn your eyebrows into vapor. Then there's the problem of pressure. Near the center, it's about 3.5 million times the pressure at sea level. Your lungs wouldn't just collapse. They'd implode like soda cans in a vacuum. Not ideal. But let's say we solve all that. Magic tunnel, no air, no heat, no pressure. And now we want to use this tunnel, like, for travel. What if we turned it into the ultimate subway line? Hop in one end to New York. 42 minutes later, hello, Australia. No jet lag, no security checks, no crying babies. Just gravity-powered international travel. Elon Musk would explode with excitement. But before you start digging, you should know, Earth is spinning. Fast. At the equator, it's moving over 1,600 kilometers per hour. If you're standing on the surface, you're moving with the Earth. But once you fall into the tunnel, you're not touching the surface anymore. Suddenly, the walls of your tunnel are dragging sideways past you at insane speeds. Unless your tunnel was perfectly aligned with the axis of rotation, or you had side thrusters, gyros, and a prayer, you'd probably end up splattered against the wall. So much for punctual arrival. And even if you survived all that, there's one more problem. The hole would act like a chimney. Hot air, gas, and possibly molten rock from deep inside the planet would start rising. Fast. Eventually, you wouldn't have a tunnel anymore. You'd have a volcano. And congratulations, you just turned your backyard into Mount U. So, what if you drilled a hole through the Earth? Well, you'd break a lot of laws of physics, engineering, and probably zoning. But if you had the right tech, enough time, and a really good insurance policy, you'd invent the most thrilling ride on the planet, or the fastest way to ruin it. Either way, it would be one heck of a fall.